Peace, Ashe. Peace, love, and light to you, Leo. We are here to do your predictions. We're going to talk about the influences of the planets, the retrogrades, and the moon for you for 2023. I pray that you are well, that you have your health, your inner peace, and that the universe has sent abundance and blessings into your life and will continue to do so, beloved Leo. If you have not already seen the regular full spread tarot reading for you, Leo, it is on the channel, and all the predictions for all the other zodiac signs are also there as well. Now, I want you to, if you are a Leo sun, I still want you to go back and watch the predictions for your moon sign and your rising sign. Okay. So if you have a Taurus rising or Taurus moon, go back and watch the predictions I did for them. Okay. Because some of that will still apply to you, you know. So take into account not just what I say about your sun sign, but also the moon and the rising. The moon is just as important, right? Okay. And the rising sign is how you show up in the world, it's how you appear, your personality. All right. So let's get started. Anything else I need to announce? Oh, the Orisha dolls. Anything that you need from me related to Orisha, the dolls, the journals, um, all those things are on the Etsy site, and that link is in all the videos. So if you need any of those products, and also if you need to contact me for readings and for birth charts, all that information is in the description of the videos. Okay. And I'll be talking some more about the artwork. You see the fairies back here. The fairy is present today. I have to do your tarot reading today too, Leo. All right, let's get started. Generous and flamboyant. Your enthusiasm usually rubs off on others, turning drab routine into a party. You inspire others, especially the young, and you radiate a sense of abundance and grace. You maintain high standards and insist on quality. Your royal nature often propels you into a position of leadership. Last year in 2022, found you going up against competitors and troublemakers. This was due to your Saturn and your Mars opposition to the Sun. But keep moving forward, Leo. Some are threatened by your royalty and your confidence. But you know when to use charm and when to use the fire. You should have used your networking and creative ideas to get ahead at work. If not, do it now in the new year. Connect and exchange ideas with those in the know. Now, we just came out of Mercury retrograde in January. Continue to focus on your good health. If you set up a routine and a steady habit of your exercise, continue that. Keep it going. The end of January will bring good news from loved ones as Venus completes a transit in your relationship sector. Candlemas will occur on February 2nd, that's tomorrow, ushering in growth. Light a candle, a variety of multicolored candles to honor your future, and set intentions. Late February through March brings a Mercury opposition. Rearrange your schedule if necessary to avoid being overwhelmed or distracted. From March the 3rd through the 18th, your eighth house will influence your investments, bringing a possible big payout of money. The full moon in Leo, which will occur on February 5th, brings personal insight and self acceptance. At the end of winter, your midheaven is highlighted, making you the center of attention. Smile and put your best foot forward. As it concerns your health, Saturn will oppose your sun for most of the year. The health of others will impact you. Step back from any energy vampires. Planetary retrogrades will help you improve bad health habits, including overcoming addictions. I talk a lot about energy vampires, evil eye, and just so you have an idea of what an energy vampire is, if you're around someone and their mere presence makes you feel drained, tired, angry, if their presence changes your mood, most likely they are pulling some energy from you, or they have the energy that's on them is so strong that it changes the environment around them. Stay away from people who are constantly negative, who are pessimistic. If everything they say seems to be negative, no matter what it is that you're talking about, and they seem to want to get a reaction from you, or they want you to commiserate with their misery, that's probably an energy vampire. Um, if you are someone who is usually happy and joyful and just naturally magnetic, there are people who will come like you draw, they kind of drawn to you because of that. Either because you have something that they don't have, or because they might be sad and gloomy, and they want to feed off of your positivity and your positive energy. And you have to be discerning, especially if you are a light worker, a healer, an empath, if you do any type of healing work, if you're a social worker, if you work with people who have addictions or who've been through trauma, if you work in that type of field, sometimes if you work with children, you have to be very careful of protecting your energy. Like it's you have to be discerning about I'm doing this particular activity with you, or I'm speaking with you, I'm having a session or a conversation with you, and we're going to help to find some solutions for what it is that you're dealing with. But once you step away from that person, make sure that you disconnect from whatever negativity they've put out. You know, cleanse yourself, especially at the end of the day when you get home. Something as simple as standing in the shower, washing away the day, washing your aura, washing the negativity away from what you've picked up throughout the day. You know, it's very important if you are, like I said, a healer or a social worker, or you do some type of clinical practice and you're working with people who have a lot of negative energy surrounding them. There are people out here who have um, actual spiritual attachments um, for a number of reasons. So they may be sad and negative, and they don't know why. But you have to be very careful that when you're helping them, that you're not also taking some of that on, you know. And part of that starts with your own self care, and also knowing who you are and what your boundaries are, and you know how to address those things without taking it on in your own personal space, if that makes sense. I know that was a lot, but um, I I get a lot of just in my own personal practice. Um, I attract people who need healing in some area or aspect, and so I also have a lot of friends and family and people I know who work with the public, who work in a clinical practice, or they work with children, or they're teachers, or they're social workers, or whatever. And it's just very important that you maintain your own healthy spirit while you're helping others. That's what I'm saying about that. And with Leos tend to attract teenagers who have all sorts of problems. And I know a lot of Leos who work with children, either because they're teachers or they have a lot of children around them. So as Leos, we tend to be in positions of uh, leadership, or we're in the spotlight somehow, and that attracts people to us. Just the natural nature of being royal. Okay. so, so I'm saying that to you, Leo, because I know a lot of you, you will attract energy vampires. Okay. Okay, let's go. Love, Leo. Saturn turns retrograde in your sector of partnership on June the 4th. A love partner has old business to tie up. If you want to nurture this connection, be patient through late spring all the way until the fall. Love cycles will turn in your favor in August and again mid November to mid December. And when I say tie up, you might have a connection to someone you're dating, interested in, love, whatever it is. This person may still be married and or separated. They haven't tied that up yet. They may have some old debts, child support, some issues from the past that they haven't tied up yet. But what this is referring to, Leo, is that you are going to have someone in your life who can't fully move forward in the love connection or even a commitment if that's what you want, because they got to tie up something somewhere else. Okay, so just be patient with that person if you feel like they're worth it, if they're worth waiting for. The moon will rule your 12th house. Spend time in peaceful and quiet environments to stimulate spiritual awakening. Attend new and full moon ceremonies. Use these energies for your own spells and manifestations, especially the moon. Use the moon for your spell work. Pay attention to the names and meanings behind the full moons all of the year. So pay attention if it's a strawberry moon, a harvest moon, what's the other ones? Pay attention to what that particular moon cycle is calling in. For your finances, on April 30th, we have an eclipse, and November 8th, there's an eclipse, which promises surprising new directions in your career. Use different job skills and expect a possible new source of money. Mercury rules your second house, bringing concerns about financial security. Talk to others whose business insight you respect and make the best decisions regarding your money. This year, Leo, is a good time to reach out to investment brokers, people who manage money, who can tell you where to put your money if you have stocks or annuities or mutual funds and bonds and things like that. Reach out to experts who can help you in knowing where to put your money for the best return. Okay. All right. That's my message for you, Leo. Don't forget, I'll put up your tarot reading soon this week. I hope this is helpful to you. Leave me a comment, reach out if you need me. Peace to you, Leo.